Hey, what's up? Today I would like to show you how awesome Firefox is for debugging Flexbox and Grid elements. So let's dive into Firefox directly. Okay, so this is my pretty basic example having a Flexbox container and a Grid container. So let's start with the Flexbox one. So here we have the section which has a div with a class Flex, which I gave the display Flex property on it. And you see next to the div with the class Flex and in the CSS inspector on the Flex class, and you see this icon here, and both let you enable or highlight the Flexbox container and its columns and rows, which is already pretty awesome. What you see with that is basically the second column, which has a flex space of 10 and a flex co-enabled, is pretty small because the last column is taking a lot of space. But what if I change the content of the last column to be smaller and with that taking up less space? You see the Flexbox is changing. So basically the second column is getting larger. And what's pretty unique to Firefox DevTools is that you can basically see how those dimensions are calculated. So what you see here on the right hand side is basically, it says here flex space, so the div has a flex space of 10 pixels. But since the last column is so small, the middle column can take up a lot of space because it has the flex core enabled. And because of this flex core being enabled, it can grow by 1500 pixels. So basically, whenever you have something to debug with Flexbox and you wonder yourself how these elements are ending up in the situation they are, it's pretty awesome to check this with Firefox. And basically the same kind of thing can be checked with CSS Grid elements. So if I enable this one, you see basically the same kind of thing. You see the index values of the columns and rows. And you see also, for example, the grid gap visualized. So if I increase that, you see that changing in the view, which is pretty awesome. Especially if you have to handle more complex grid scenarios like this one. So I hope this was helpful for you. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and like the video. And see you in the next one. Bye.